Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Daily Driven Jalopies. And if you guys watched the video I made the other day, I explained that I'm making this three-piece spoiler to tribute the Bandit Trans Am, Mr. Burt Reynolds, in the 77 TA rendition, the first year of Smokey and the Bandit. I'm making the three-piece spoiler kinda off that car. Obviously it's not exact. But today we're going to continue working on this and see where it goes. Let's get going. Alright guys, so on today's episode of Daily Driven Jalopies, I got some of this good old-fashioned printer paper here. Lots of it. Basically going to make myself a template by sticking this in this groove here. If I can get it in there the way I want it to be. Okay. Like that. Take my marker. Like that. I don't know if you guys can see that really good on camera, but we're going to make ourselves some of these. I got some foam board over here, so what we're going to do is cut these out of foam board. I'm going to cut this template out quick here. Where's my skizzers at? Oh boy. I got me a mess here. Probably should have left that open, huh? Skizzers right here. Alright, so there's a start to what I want to do, but I know it's not perfect. So what I have to do is, I gotta get, let's open this up. Too much stuff up on the trunk. Oh, I probably should have had this cleared off before we started, but I guess I didn't do that. So, we're just gonna forget we put that over there and look around the shop for it for half an hour. Now, where is... this up for a hot second. Oh, heavy bastard. Alright, so now we can continue on. What I gotta do here is, okay, what we need is a pretty good exact template of this bad boy. I wish I didn't, where I put my marker at now. Here. So what we need is this line right here. This archer's trunk. Right there. Like that. basically we're going to make some of these. Test fit this once. Boom. Cut this down a little bit here, huh? Alright, that'll work. So, what we have here is basically our basic shape of what that looks like. So, what I'm going to do is transfer it from this to some solid foam board, and then we're going to set them along the trunk every so often. And then I'm going to take some of that paper board you guys see over there. Haven't forgot it's over there yet. But yeah, then we're going to take some of that foam board or paper board and line our arches, and that'll give us the center part of our spoiler. And then once it's all together in one piece, I could take it off the trunk and possibly like foam fill it or something to then make my fiberglass mold from. So what we're going to do here is make sure this is good, obviously, which I could probably trim a little bit here yet. I think we got a word set in there, right there. There. Just gotta, yeah, right there. So, boom. What do we got? Alright. Now, what I'm going to do is put the trunk back down, take this template, put it into foam board. Try not to drop this on my head because it's heavy. Alright. There we go. Now, just for quick reference for you guys all over there, if you don't understand what I'm doing here, what we're going to do is take our template, which looks pretty good, and we're going to make these out of foam board and set them along the trunk ever so often and get our template for our wing. So this here is this heavy duty foam board you can get up at like Walmart is where I got this stuff at. But it's pretty thick stuff, pretty heavy duty. We're going to trace a whole bunch of these on here. as you can tell, we got our shape. I think I might have to march this in here a little bit, but we got our basic shape. Now, it's got to be flat. Fits the trunk. Boy, oh boy. Kind of looks like I know what I'm doing. Now, I just got to make a whole bunch more of these. So, to save you guys all the pain and agony of watching me cut out a whole bunch of these. Alright, as you can tell, looks a lot different. Made my standoffs, and now it's time to sheet that so it's all solid all the way down, front and back. So what I got to do now is I took a piece of this paper here, not this one, not that one, and now see I lost it already. This one. So I got this piece of paper already conformed to shape I need it to be already, and it looks like it might not be 100% perfect. Pretty close. I think it'll work for a template. What I'm gonna do is take my length here and make longer sheets to cover that whole thing. So let me grab a piece of board and we're gonna do that. So what I got is this board like this. I think I might grab a new one though, so we can get a longer slice out of it. So we'll put this one down, come over here, which I got a couple more over here. So what we're gonna do, cut long strips all the way down. So let me do that. I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, we're back. So I did two things while we were away. I cut two of these, and no, that's not the two things. I actually did two things. Cut two of these, something to lay down in the curve, so I have something for shaping. Something that I can make this wing out of, obviously, and fiberglass and all that good stuff, which I'll show later. But I did that, and for agony, just because I'm sure it's kind of boring to a lot of you guys, on all these standoffs here, I put from here down, I put some of this round sticky tack stuff that I got laying around on each one, so the paper holds to it. So we're going to take and put this paper down in this groove, and actually, let's move you guys over here. Boom. Just to show you exactly what we're going through here. I'm going to start from over here and work myself this way and get this paper on here so we have somewhat of a visual cue for this. So let's get going with it. I suppose the trunk goes like this, so that's where I'm getting this weird. Not everything's the same thing. But in reality, it is the same. Let's move this standoff over here on the trunk. as you can tell, kind of holding shape. I hope. Fingers crossed. Seems to be that's better. Alright, well, we got it holding shape. As you can tell, not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's not meant to be the prettiest thing in the world. Let's see here. As you can tell, it holds shape right in that curve that we want it to be in. So, yeah, I mean, as of right now, kind of looks retarded, but the vision is there. And if we put a section down here on the bottom to meet here, we'll really be able to tell what we got going on here. Let me put a piece in here, this section here, which probably gonna have to trim. Yep. We'll have to trim this piece down, fit it on here, and that'll be our top side of the spoiler. And after we get the top side done, we'll just do the reverse, come under here, and boom. And all of a sudden, we got everything that we need. And from there, it's just figuring out the next step. Do I want to use spray foam? Do I want to use, I mean, there's lots of different materials a guy could use out there in the world, obviously. But, yeah, I'm going to quickly inlay this one and be right back. Alright, guys. I'm back. I had to take off. Now, where did I put it? This little old spoiler little thing here. Had this little retainer that I must have stripped out of the wing and never bothered to take it off. So I had to take this off, get it out of my way, so I can lay this stuff down. Now that's done, we can get back to work and lay this down. So we're going to start right here. I know this is too long. I'll have to cut it when I get to the end. And I'll probably have to lift the trunk back up to do it. But what I didn't show you guys, I'll show you in a minute. I had to go along all the bottoms of all of these and tape the bottom to these little standoffs I made. Just because that sticky tack isn't quite strong enough just to hold it in place. It's got that squishy little give. So, yeah, just a little good old-fashioned tape. Solved my problem. So, screw it. We'll do it right here again. Real good old-fashioned tape. Make sure I'm on the right track here. Starting. Tape it. Boom. Go on the back side till it's flat there. And then, yep. Boom, straight across. Oh, that was a little long. But, yep, we'll go along all of them. Just like so. And we'll have a top side just kind of roughly done up. Nothing special. Quickly get this done here. Another thing I'm running into is my standoffs seem to want to go crooked once in a while. So I gotta straighten them out. broke on the tip. Just fix that up a little tight. Any of you guys ever grow up with duct tape? And your parents telling you duct tape fixes everything? Well, I grew up in them area. And, well, I found out as an adult, duct tape don't really fix everything, but sure helps fix things. Definitely not a bad tape is definitely one of the best things made ever. Heck, I mean, practically made this whole piece out of tape, wire, Bondo glass, and look at it. I literally got a part started, anyways, on the side of the car. I mean, simple things, you know. Simple things, and you can build car parts, I guess. That one was a little long, so we just went to the next one. Continue probably here. Now I just shut the trunk, but I gotta bring it back up. Actually, fine here. You know, a lot of you guys out there are probably screaming at me over the phone right now, asking me what the fuck I'm doing, really. Asking me what I'm really doing. And, well, you know, and then they might be saying, that's a waste of good materials, you know, and why are you wasting your time? Well, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have kept going if this didn't really turn out very well, but as you can tell, I kind of really like this one part, and with the little bit of materials I really got, it turned out pretty good for nothing I have laying around. So, we might as well just keep going. It'll be cool when it's done. It's going to be a lot of work, but it'll be cool. Promise. I don't really give up on something when I start it. Anybody that knows me knows I don't really like to give up. Whoever decided to make this trunk 1,000,000 tons, I really don't like you right now. It's 1,010,000 times better than I thought. Now, just for a visual, you can just squint a little bit and imagine that coming down the road at you. You know, gotta do the back yet. But imagine it finished like this, all the way down, all the way in. That's where I think a lot of fiberglass and stuff's gonna take place. Like, I might even just fiberglass over this or something. I don't know. I haven't really thought that far yet. Unless I take this off the trunk, because I technically got this whole front covered for what I need. I could, and my end caps are set and everything. So I could take this off and spray foam the whole back of this, and then just shape the whole back out of spray foam. And then technically, once the spray foam's done, dry everything, this could come off, and we could shape everything. I think that's what I'll probably do. And then we won't have all these ridges and everything in it. And then, you know, from there we could do some fiberglass and stuff. Figure it out from there. But yeah, I think some spray foam's gonna be in order from here on out. I don't think I'm gonna do the backside, just cause I don't know. I think spray foam would work pretty good, to tell you the truth. So I think, on that note, oh yeah, 350, 4-bolt main, kind of covered up right now. Valve covers on it, got chrome valve covers. Don't know if we're going to keep them yet. They're kind of old Edelbrock ones. Not the perfect shape, but we'll see if we can't get them to come back around. I do got a whole bunch of goodies coming for this. Intake, HDI distributor, nice brackets for all the accessories, harmonic balancer, chrome pulley. Yeah, whole bunch of goodies coming for that lately, so that'll be a video coming up real soon. But we got to send off the crank and get the crank done first, and get some new bearings. The story on that engine is a guy that we replaced the engine for in an old like 80s Chevy pickup, 4-wheel drive if I remember right. I think he decided to put this together himself, and he wasn't that knowledgeable on engines. Well, he screwed it up. The main bearings on it got scorched. I actually got one sitting right here. Get this out of here. I don't know how well this really pops up on camera, but you know, as you can tell, you can see copper in there and scorched up a little bit and everything. So yeah, these are no bueno. So what we gotta do, send off that crank and get some machining done and go from there, really. I mean, so when I get my parts, I might do a little bit of an unboxing video, kind of show you everything that's good. Maybe just set it on there just for, you know, maybe a thumbnail picture or something like that. Well, today we got all our standoffs on. We got, I don't know if you want to call this a trough or whatever you want to call it, all set up for fiberglass or spray foam. I think I'm going to go the spray foam route on this, on the back side. Fill up basically this whole entire trough to give us the shape like that. And something we could sand and shape, something we could really work with. Then we can do some fiberglass from there, you know. And yeah, I think I'm just going to fill the back side here probably tomorrow, do some spray foam, and get this looking a little bit better than it does. To be honest with you, I'm not really a fan of all the waviness going on with this, but what do you work with when you're working with styrofoam and paper and tape? So, but for what it is, it looks like it will probably work pretty good. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to leave you guys there and probably catch you guys on the flip side tomorrow afternoon. After I get done with my day job, I will come on down here and we'll dream up this tomorrow. Yeah. See you guys then. Alright. It's a new day, a new me. I'm ready to do some work on this thing. Not quite sure yet. The spoiler, what I did last night, seemed to all dry, but I don't know. Not quite sure what I want to do with that yet. I think I didn't pick up any spray foam today. I gotta go get some. So I might save this spoiler jobby for another video. And I think we might get to doing some sand in here. Actually, see, I got a little bit of a low spot right here on this body line. So I might just give her another little skim with some body filler right here. Let that dry and do some sanding. And during that, I'll probably put you guys in a little time loop so you don't have to watch the whole entire thing. So happy my audio receiver works again. I ended up borrowing. I work for a motorsports place here in town, and my boss does a lot of advertisement stuff and all that for the company and some videos for himself. So he has actually the same exact receiver as I do, made by this company Hotech or Hotech. So I got the same receiver, but mine doesn't pick up my packs here that I got. Mine are silver, his are black, and they are on different channels, so I just borrowed his stuff for a day so I could get you guys some content while I fixed mine. Now that we got ours fixed, I can make videos with all my own stuff now. Feels good. May or may not have put a little bit too much hardener in that, but it'll be all right. I like to spread my body filler out nice and smooth. That way when I go to sand, everything sands out perfectly smooth. And you don't have to sit there and work twice as hard. So while that dries, I'm gonna, I guess, wait for it to dry and dream up what I'm gonna do with this conglomeration of what we did yesterday. See, I got some stuff in the old beard. Good thing about watching yourself is you kind of know when you got stuff in your stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna dream up what I'm gonna do with this and save you guys the pain and agony of watching body filler dry. I'll be right back. And just like that, we are back. And as you can tell, while I was sitting thinking about what we were gonna do with this little conglomeration we did the other day, I thought, heck, why not go and get some spray foam? So we went and got some field sealant from the old Menards. Well, I think what we're gonna do is I taped off the back of the trunk and everywhere where the spoiler sits, so no spray foam will get on the body, and then we got to deal with that hot mess. I think what we got to do here is make a bottom to this that would catch any spray foam that would come up, and maybe even a top or a straight up and down. I'm not quite sure here what the best way to do this is, but I think we should make a bottom so none of the spray foam comes spraying out, and something we could build the spray foam up on. That way we get our shape that we need. So what I'm going to do is probably use foam board because it's a little bit more sturdy and it won't sag like this paper board will. And we'll make a bottom. So let's do that. So what I'm thinking here is taking this and just having a bottom for everything so we could build a ledge up off of this. So all our spray foam goes right where we need it to go. So I'll go ahead, cut me a strip of this off, and then figure out how we're gonna get it to stay on there. Might even just cut a long strip and put it here. How would this look? were to go like this, we could probably even get that to work. Let's try something here. I got more of this if we mess up, so. Now if I could always remember where I put my marker at. I guess I got a pen. It's somewhere on this mess of a bench. So, what I'm gonna do is put it on our bottoms, line it up on the end, and we know where our tops are at. Like here. So, I'll draw a line all the way across here for this, and I'll be right back. All right, got a strip. Now, we just gotta, so this BS out of our way. Like that. Now, that looks nice. I think that'll work nicely. Very nicely. Let's take some tape. See, guys, you can build something easy. I mean, these foam boards are probably like $1 something a piece, or 90 cents a piece. I mean, they're cheap, and tape's a couple bucks. I mean, spray foams, I don't know, I think I paid $3-4 a can for that. I mean, you can build something you dream up in your head pretty reasonable. That's gotta be over here, but I digress. So I'm gonna do tape there, straight, and then come up, make sure we're straight on the end, round, just like that. Come over here. That. I should probably set this better. The only thing a guy needs is a few more hands. I like that. As you can tell, that gives us a little bit more of a visual too, what the spoiler is actually going to look like. Again, not exactly like it. This might be a little bit more straight. I'll probably give this foam a little bit more of a curve to the trunk, but if it's straight, that'll give us more material to shape with. So yeah, this is I might want to put some more tape on this edge a little bit here, just so our foam doesn't squeeze through these gaps and get a mess down here. So I'll do that quick, and then we'll make another piece over there. So there we go. There's one side all done. I'm gonna grab that foam board, put it back up there, and we're gonna do the same thing on that side. And then we're gonna figure out exactly how we want to spray foam this. Obviously, we'll probably shoot some down in here, get down in there, but I'm not quite sure if it'll go all the way to our end to get our full shape or not. If not, I might have to spray a little bit on this inside of this gap here where the trunk's at. But let me get that done and then we'll figure out how we're going to shoot this in there. So just like that, we got ourselves something we can spray foam. Is it pretty? It doesn't look that pretty, but never does when you first start. It's coming a little closer. I'll show you guys what I did. Alright guys, so as you can tell, we got our shape, everything here. Everything's taped way out to here, so we're good there. And now we got our backer all the way down. So we'll fill these gaps here full, this gap here full of spray foam all the way down here. Get it all filled. Might expand a little bit to make this look better. And we got our bottom taped off so nothing comes out. So yeah, I don't think there's anything left but to give her a try and see what happens. The big old fill and seal. We're gonna try that. See if it's true or not. Alright, now we're ready to shake some of this up and try it out. Oh, darn thing. Why do they gotta make everything childproof? There. Did get 3 cans, but I don't know if I exactly need 3 cans. So we're gonna find out. Now this is in your guys' way, I see. Let me move that. Better. How long are we supposed to shake this for? Handle responsibly. About a minute. Man, the last time I shook my hand like this for a minute. Oofda. Well, as you can tell, it's starting to dry a little bit. I scooped a little bit of that end off over here. I'll have to show you guys a little bit of a closer view of this. So, this is what we got. As you can tell, it's squeezing out, doing its job. It don't look that bad, really. If all of this is shaped, I don't know. A lot of it's, I don't think they're, you know, there's some low spots. I don't know if you could really tell in the video, or there's some low spots in between here. Like this paper kind of dips down a little bit. I'm hoping that this styrofoam, spray foam, right here, you could probably tell a little better right here. So if you guys take a look right over here, this kind of dips in right here. You can kind of tell on the camera. I'm hoping that spray foam really expands right here and we don't have a whole bunch of this, but if we do, I mean, it might be okay because we could always add some spray foam after this is done in these grooves and shape it better. I kind of thought these standoffs and this paper was going to be an issue, so that might be an issue. This big tape thing was all everywhere, so I just taped it back, holds this up, because there is a lot of weight in foam pushing back against the back here, so it's got to stay on the trunk this way and this way. So, well, it's doing it, but I think if this all dries and it's all shaped nice, you can kind of tell how nice this curve would be in the paper. And then if you come to the back and I put this up here, let me put you over here. So now let me get you over here. I'll grab this, grab our piece, and if I put this up against the car like so, where it's gotta be, now you can really start to imagine the picture here. It makes this back end kind of look like a old 77 back end, really. By doing this, really makes it look sweet. So I'm like a little kid in a candy store. I know it's super rough right now, but I really just want this foam to dry and peel everything off so I can start working with it. But you know, stuff don't work like that, and we gotta wait for foam to dry. Well, it could be half an hour, it could be an hour. I can already, you know, touch it and play with it a little bit, so it's past the point, I think, of, you know, being deadly to your fingers and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, if you take a look there, there's what I'm looking for. So when we get that uncovered, obviously ain't gonna be in this video, but if we get that uncovered, whew, kind of rocked up there a little bit. Alright, obviously won't be in this video, but if we get this baby uncovered in the next video, then we'll start seeing what we got. We won't really know what we got until everything fully expands, does its thing, dries, takes a minimum 24 hours, I think it said here. Let's see. Tack-free 15 minutes, cures 8 hours. Cold temperatures advise effective performance. So at least 8 hours. Well, it's middle of the night here. I don't exactly have 8 hours to wait around. Wish I did. And I don't want to mess with it until 8 hours goes by, because if I pull this all off early, it could be for nothing. Then we're back to square one. I gotta make all new standoffs. Gotta redo the whole thing, and I really don't want to redo the whole thing. makes for good content, I guess. Trying to, you guys get to see all my mess ups and doohickeys, because I'm not afraid of hiding things. Yeah. I will show you guys all my pros, all my cons. If something don't work, show you guys. Obviously, this Bondo glass idea, horrible idea. Don't even know why I mixed it up and spread it on here, to be honest. Waste of material. And I told you guys I'd be honest with you. Yeah. I got shape out of it. I mean, this was that end that I was telling you guys that was all wavy, as you can tell. I don't know if you can pick it up, but you can kind of tell where each standoff is. And it's got that wave to it. Now, I think it's going to be that same way in that foam, but we might get lucky and have it expand a little bit where it's not quite like this. Might be a little smoother, so we don't got to do a whole bunch of work to it to lay fiberglass down on it, make it something. But yeah, see, it was a failure. Don't know why I did it. Gonna be honest with you guys and show you the stupid things I do. But I think we're on to something a little bit better here. And yeah, that'll be it for today's video. I'm going to clean up a little bit and probably call it an early night and come back down here tomorrow, which will be your guys' next video. I gotta edit this video yet tonight, get this video out to you, and yeah, come back in down here and resume tomorrow. So thank you guys for coming and checking out another episode of Daily Driven Jalopies. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Helps me keep building sweet cars like this for you guys to check out. Stuff you can dream up, you know, might get you out in the garage working. Heck, you might even have that project out in your garage you lost interest in. What I want to do is help you guys get up off the couch. I watch a lot of YouTube too, but watching stuff like this really inspires me. Like, I watch a lot of Vice Grip Garage and a lot of them guys out there that do revivals and stuff. Well, this is my revival, but it's with a twist, and I want to show all you guys and help you guys get off the couch working on your rig. So stay tuned for the next video.